Michigan is 3-1 inside Chrysler Center this year, and we are underway with Jess Merzick serving Wisconsin. And a good one for Michigan to get the party started. Fall break on campus for the Wolverines. Paige Jones to work with the swing. And here is Demps with a tapper, blocked by Jones up front. Michigan's block much improved this season. Merzick on serve receive and battle at the net. It's a point for Wisconsin. Teammates with my broadcast partner, Audrey Flaw. Just had an alumni reunion for that 1991 Final Four team. Redke with the swing for Wisconsin. Here's Jocelyn Boyer, the Iowa transfer, serving for Wisconsin. Paige Jones winds up, and that's long. Point Badgers.
Julia Orzo to set the block perfectly in order to take space.
Pertovsky took something off at that time with Orgel again waiting on the block. Now Orgel with the swing took a bite out of Michigan's block, and Wisconsin has won 3 straight.
Sheffield relies on her a lot, especially in the backcourt, to keep that serve-receive going and staying in system.
First set.
Well, that serve is coming so quick.
And serve already here in the first set. Lauren Barnes gets us back going behind the line for the Badgers. Jones. Hole filled by Boyer defensively. Robinson runs the slide. From the back row, Merzick pushes it over, and not even Barnes could get there.
Attacks from Michigan, and they're not going to tip very many of them. They're going to come at you real quick.
Fastball from Merzick, but it was wide again.
Not typical of a Wisconsin team making so many hitting errors early on.
Demps from the back row. That's been a nice wrinkle for Wisconsin's offensive late. Merzick tried an angle. Wisconsin's block ready and waiting. Jones from deep, wide. Hitting error on Michigan that time. Wisconsin up 3.
Freshman for Michigan does with a great swing on the slide attack.
Brooke Humphrey with the flat-footed serve for the Wolverines. Orgel from the right side that time. Plants one in front of Murray. And the Badgers back up 3 with Orgel to serve.
Kudos to Michigan. They're really putting some heat behind that ball.
Hilly sets Robinson. Demps keeps it alive and gets the feed from Hilly. Pushed back over by Johnson, the Michigan setter, but wide. Both offenses feeling their way through this first set. Merzick serves to Loberg, and Redke on the slide. That's the best way to get Wisconsin's offense going.
How Michigan's block was going to handle this very, very spread out offense that Wisconsin runs, but right now they're doing a fantastic job, and part of the reason why is the offense is somewhat predictable because the passing is not right in Hilly's sweet spot where she can distribute the ball.
Sheffield on the right. Here's Pertovsky with a BB to Barnes. Orgel keeps it alive, and Demps swats it over. Boney runs the slide, Redke and Orgel block, and the ball underneath the net wins the point for Wisconsin.
She sees space and just nails it right in the open area of the court.
She's got a tough serve to handle as well. Grant with a great dig, but Johnson can't get there for Michigan, and a point for Wisconsin. Here's Scotty Johnson, a player that Audrey knows very well out of Mintonette Club program. Really good coaching at Mintonette, I gotta say. Devin Robinson.
She's hitting angles, and when you're hitting it back to the setter in right back, chances are it's going to score, especially when you're one-on-one.
Anna McDonald with an ace. You talk about coming in to serve, you got to hit your spot, and that's exactly what McDonald does.
The way this set is going for Wisconsin.
Redke with a great serve receive, reading the tape. Loberg swings deep. And Johnson, heck of an effort, Jones rather, could not knock it over, and it's a point for Wisconsin. Now to Izzy Ashburn. She serves Merzick. Robinson in the middle, dug by Barnes into the net. Point Michigan.
They cannot be one-dimensional if they're going to beat, if they want to beat Wisconsin this afternoon.
Loberg. There was a touch and a point for Wisconsin. Loberg touched the ball twice on that sequence on the serve, receive, and the hit. She serves Loberg. Hilly, pass to Demps from the back. Great dig by Merzick. Orgel on the overpass. Orgel on the swing. Off the block, 23-22. You could see in the reaction to that point, that was a big one to win with the score tied 22-22. Boney off one leg. Hilly sets Orgel again. Dug by Murray. Paige Jones. Back to Orgel. Down for a Wisconsin point in front of Grant. And the Badgers are 1 point away from taking the first. High risk, high reward serve. See how she plays it with set point number 2 for Wisconsin. Into the net. And that's how Wisconsin wins the first set, 25-23.
Wisconsin adjusts, gets out of that serve-receive pattern, and never looks back.
Both teams with 2 aces and 4 service errors in the first set. Johnson was whistled for an illegal touch, and it's a point for Wisconsin. Why do you think they did that?
Well, they're trying to get certain matchups, and I'm actually somewhat surprised because of the way the score was.
Loberg off the block, and a point for the Badgers. Jocelyn Boyer serves Merzick. That's what a lot of teams are doing against Michigan. And Paige Jones is denied. Retke and Hilly. Sydney, maybe the best blocking setter in the Big Ten.
When they're at the net, and that should be about 1.5. When it's off the net, of course, the tempo is slower and easier for the block.
Retke runs the slide. Grant digs it. Not a great pass. Jones had to swat it over flat-footed. One thing about Retke that always impresses me, Audrey, is the angle on her cross-court shots.
Old, so back in the day when you saw girls that were that tall, they were pretty slow, but she's so smooth. It's like she's a dancer out there, very quick-footed.
Pertovsky has 4 aces in 2 of her last 3 matches coming into today. Already 2 so far. Dug by Grant. That might have been going out. Robinson on the slide. Johnson tracks it down. Merzick gets it into the net. Missed opportunity, and it's 7-4 Wisconsin. Sydney Hilly serves it up. Paige Jones through the back. No touch, point Wisconsin.
The block, no touch.
Great serve by Hilly. Merzick from the back, puts it in front of Barnes. Point Michigan. Paige Jones off the tape. Barnes ready and waiting. Robinson punishes the ball for a Wisconsin point. John Cook, Russ Rose, Kathy George, the other 3. Robinson, destructive.
My goodness.
She had a 10-kill, 0-error match already this season against Rutgers. Michigan out of system. Retke blocks Merzick. Merzick tries a tapper, and Loberg is there on the other side. Here's Jade Demps. Merzick through the back. And a point for Michigan on a net violation. Scotty Johnson serves, and it's shanked by Loberg, an ace. Loberg ready for it. Retke kept alive in the back by Amber Beals, number 10 for Michigan. Great dig by Barnes. Merzick puts that one off the scoreboard. That does not result in a dead ball, by the way. If it hits the scoreboard, play it. Pertovsky with the swing. Orgel, heck of a dig. And Demps passes Loberg's way. Best rally of the match. Loberg wins it for Wisconsin.
Saw great defensive gets on both sides of the net. And here you're going to see the last little tip.
To Beals. Ashburn passes Loberg's way. Johnson with the touch, and no one was there to get it on the second try.
That time maybe Amber Beals had a better angle, not a lot of talk, and therefore the ball hits the floor, and that is a frustrating point.
Pertovsky with a heck of a swing. Over 150 kills and hitting over 300 this season. Retke leading the nation in hit percentage. She was 500 coming into tonight. coming into the weekend, I should say.
Great skill and is able to put that ball to Dana Redke, and you see her numbers there, so impressive.
5 players in the Big Ten are currently hitting over 400. And again, Redke, well, she had a really down night last night, Audrey. She's only hitting 487 coming into today.
Oh, what was up with that?
I don't know.
Come on, Dana.
Man, that coming off an attack error by Paige Jones. And here's the Iowa transfer Jocelyn Boyer. Pertovsky to the back, and talk about communication. Ashburn and Boyer collided, and then Wisconsin still gets the point on the attack error by Michigan. Boyer was the libero for Iowa last season, played on the same club team as Dana Redke and Lauren Barnes in Chicagoland. Yulia Orgel blocked by Jess Robinson and Mae Pertovsky of Michigan. Here comes Hannah Grant, who serves Boyer's way. Orgel pushed back. Off the block on the swing by Pertovsky. Orgel, terminal.
Wisconsin.
Approximates the word eagle. There are connotations to a bird with her surname. And Kelly Sheffield told her over the phone before she came to Wisconsin, maybe it's time to leave the nest. He didn't know that her name loosely translated to eagle. It's Lauren Barnes with the serve as the Badgers try and take care of business against Michigan today. Their flight might get home in time to catch part of the Wisconsin football game, something that Dana Redke certainly hopes will happen. Big Wisconsin football fan. And that's pushed down by Yulia Orgel, who's got 3 straight kills for Wisconsin. They go up 18-10.
Doing what she does best, and that's, you know, controlling the first pass and then just getting all kinds of kills in the front court.
Point Wisconsin. Coming into the weekend, they hit 301 last night against Michigan State, hitting 283 for the match today, and that's a much-needed point for Michigan to snap a 4-point streak for Wisconsin.
Boney doing a good job of being available, even though that pass took her a little bit left of center. She got up and ready to swing.
Here comes trouble behind the service line. Mae Pertovsky, ace number 3 for the serving phenom from LA. Great serve, Sydney Hilly. Johnson bumps it over. The pass to Robinson in the middle.
Just smacking that ball right near the 10-foot line.
Hilly with another wicked serve. And she digs Merzik's swing. Orgel blocked. Great serve, Paige Jones. Orgel on the right side plants it for her 9th kill. And she serves pretty well. And Merzik with the kill.
Well, Merzik does a fantastic job of cleaning up that play. That's what you want from your left side. Not a great pass.
And Brooke Humphrey serves for Michigan. To Loberg. Robinson. That is indefensible right now. This one looks more decisive. Anna McDonald into serve. And here's Merzik. Put in front of McDonald, and Michigan's still alive, 24-15. Scotty Johnson. Overpass. Jess Robinson in the middle, and the Badgers were ready and waiting for her. And the roof from Dana Redke seals the deal in set 2. Abby Malinowski, the senior from Clarkston, serves us into the 3rd. Hilly passes Redke's way, and Michigan can't keep it alive. 1-0 Wisconsin. Great serve by Ashburn. Jess Merzik, swinging out of system, wins the point.
You've got these great left side hitters that can take any ball and find space on the court to put it. Score.
Loberg's overpass is blocked by Hilly, and she gets picked up by Redke.
Well, let's take a look at this. Great instincts.
5,000 assists, 1,000 digs for Hilly. She's also closing in on 300 career blocks. Jess Robinson runs the slide, and she's turned away by Redke and Orgel on the pin.
And she lines up perfectly.
Lined up there, had a handle on the overpass. Hilly over to Redkey. Down it goes. 4-1 Wisconsin.
Right foot and deliver that slide to her favorite attacker.
Brown serves Murray. Boyer serves Murray. And Hilly passes back to Redkey. It's like clockwork right now.
And that's pretty special. And that's important if you want to be a top team in the nation.
Boyer again really putting the heat on Michigan serve receive. Hilly passes to Orgel, who hung in the air and tapped it over. Jones, too much muscle. Michigan wanted a touch, and they get it. A point for the Wolverines. We saw Wisconsin go 6'9" and 6'8". This is about as short as they'll go right now, with Devin Robinson at 6'2", the tallest player on the floor. Dug by Barnes. And a valiant try, but the victors are valiant on that point. To Merzik now. Robinson jumps on the slide and wins the point.
Hilly is touching the ball. It's pretty fast. Nicely run.
Smrek back on the floor, and a great dig for Smrek, who has to quickly get to her feet and sweep the ball over. Through the back. Point Wisconsin.
Point Wisconsin.
Brooke Humphrey. Smrek was calling for it and missed it wide. Point Michigan.
You know, it's interesting because it was a quick approach. It's sometimes difficult to set somebody that is that tall. You got to put it up there. Let's see if Hilly doesn't want to go back to her. 2 errors in a row. I do want Hilly to set her. I want to see what she can do.
Yeah, me too.
Waiting.
What about right here? Robinson gets it, and Robinson is blocked, but a point for Wisconsin.
Just don't know who Hilly's going to dish it to.
Orgel took something off her serve that time. Hilly digs it in the back. Grace Loberg. Merzik down from the back row.
Wisconsin's right side blocker was trying to seal the other half of the court on the net.
All the way over to Loberg. And it's down for a Wisconsin point.
Wisconsin.
And they could have been down 1 if they win that point. Instead, it's 10-7 with Anna McDonald serving Kendall Murray. Brought back by Orgel. Knocked over by Hilly. Johnson tried to dump it over. Redkey passes Loberg. Dug by Grant. Fantastic job by Merzik to read the defense and beat the block.
Opens up so much area. Take a look. 3 blockers. Everyone's back ready for that bomb. And then look at where she places it. That's a difficult shot to defend.
Paige Jones from New Bremen, Ohio serves to Orgel. All the way over to Loberg. Jones tools the block. Barnes with the pancake. Mark Rosen thinks it's down, and that is the call. It's a point for Michigan. In New Bremen every June, just celebrated the 100-year anniversary of the Firefighter Festival, so need something to do next summer. Smrek, that's down, and a kill for Smrek.
6'9", hit the perimeter.
Ashburn serves Murray. Jones with a blast. That took Ashburn off her feet.
The last minute goes thumb high on the ball, right back area of the court.
Loberg couldn't corral the serve.
Service ace.
Oh.
Another ace.
You know, that is a great serve on the shoulders of Jess Merzik right now. She's swinging really well and hitting 25%, leading her team. There's no middle attack right now for Michigan.
About a year ago in October that she wanted to come back for an extra season. That was when the NCAA announced that athletes would not lose eligibility because of COVID. Wisconsin very happy she did. Off the shank, a point for Michigan, and a swing from Jess Robinson. And here's Scotty Johnson, the sophomore. To Boyer, to Hilly, to Redkey. It's down. And Recky's got kill number 10, the first player on either team to double figures. She would become the second player in the history of Big Ten volleyball to hit 500 for a season. That's like hitting 400 in baseball. Orgel swings and puts it in front of the Michigan libero. Wisconsin grabs the lead.
And there's a hole in the block, so that is like the kiss of death for the backcourt defense. You can't play around a block that looks like that.
Here's Orgel again, turned away. Robinson and Merzick up front for Michigan.
She's actually facing left back and side setting the ball. Does it beautifully.
Pushed over by Grant. Hilly all the way over to Orgel. They've had good chemistry today. Merzick with a bomb from the back, dug by Boyer. And Orgel puts it away. Orgel up to 12 kills. She's been getting them in bunches. Boyer has been fantastic in this set for Wisconsin in the back row, and she took that one off the shoulder. Dug by Barnes. On the overpass, Robinson mishits. 17-14 Wisconsin.
The Big Ten Conference than it is national championship.
Yes.
This league is tough and unforgiving.
Regular season ends the weekend of Thanksgiving, so there is a lot of volleyball left. Boyer was calling for it. Barnes took it on serve receive. Orgel, dug by Jones. Back it comes to Smrek, who passes up to Hilly. And a point for Michigan. She serves to Merzick. Merzick swings. Barnes is there. Loberg with a good hit, but Michigan's block was there. Pertovsky and Boney. McDonald's got an ace in the match. Overpass, dumped down by Recki. Paige Jones to Orgel on the overpass. Michigan sets up shop. Boney runs the slide. Hilly to Redke. That was nearly another overpass. Loberg out of system. Got it to go. That's going to drive Michigan crazy on film tomorrow. Loberg down in front of Grant. Merzick in front of Barnes. A Michigan point, 21-20.
And a transition swing by Merzick to score.
Nearly another ace for Michigan. Loberg blocked, kept alive by Ashburn. Barnes over. And Jones with the kill. We are tied at 21. Right after you asked, where are Michigan's middles? Jess Robinson must have heard you. Johnson serves. Another overpass. Robinson in the middle, Barnes with the dig. Orgel blocked out of bounds, point Michigan.
They can't handle it.
Recki runs the slide, she is blocked, and it's a set point for Michigan. Crowd on its feet inside the Chrysler Center. Johnson. Recki off a bad pass, and the Badgers make lemonade out of lemons.
Right, and that's where her wingspan comes into play. It'll be interesting to see if Wisconsin, how they react to this challenging situation they're in.
Barnes with the dig on the swing by Pertovsky. Orgel ties it up at 24. Johnson up front, and it's Merzick down the line, but out of bounds. Orgel with a dump, and it's over. Michigan had Wisconsin on the ropes, 24-22 in the third set, and the Badgers doing what championship teams do. They go on a 4-0 run and nip it in the bud. It's over.